Okay, let's move to Atlas, Michigan. So we have asking in Atlas, and asking asks, how can I allow my wife to remain in my home until her death, but then allow my child from a previous marriage to inherit the home? So this is a simple question, but I think it's very relevant a lot of people. A lot of people. So this is good. So how can I allow my wife to remain in the home until her death, but then allow my child from a previous marriage to then inherit the home? From asking in Atlas.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do, anything with real estate, we usually touch and deal with. We do a lot of estate planning when it involves real estate. So estate planning would be wills and ladybird deeds and durable power of attorneys and advance directives. And so this is right, this is a very common question. And I don't know the answer. No, I'm just kidding. So what has to happen here is, so it sounds like his wife's not on title, right? And he wants to give her the ability to live in the home to the rest of her life. And then he wants to give it to kids from another marriage. I got it. Well, if she's not on title already, he can basically give her what we call a life estate. He can give her a lease for the rest of her life. And then when she passes, he can have deeds that are already drafted. They're called ladybird deeds, and he can give those deeds to his children. He can do this through a trust. He can do it through a will. But with regards to his wife, who's currently in the home, I mean, this could be a second marriage. There's so many different iterations of how this stuff works.
Mm-hmm.
Where, we have so many different situations, like cohabitation arrangements that people make. So this wife, a lot of people who are watching, maybe with a more traditional mindset, might go, well, wait a minute, that's his wife. Should it be on title? She should be on title, right? Because most people would think that or assume that.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you, I would assume that because I'm maybe a different generation, but people are cohabitating all the time. So this could be a second marriage, this, whatever it is. Or he bought this on his own when he was young and he wants to keep it as his own asset. There's so many arrangements. But nonetheless, she doesn't sound like she's on title. Give her a life estate through a lease, okay? And the amount that she can pay on that lease is $1 a year if he wants.
Sure.
Okay? And he makes sure that it's a life estate, so you have to do a couple little things there with an attorney, or you should, to make sure that it's binding and that the mother is protected or the wife is protected, pardon me. And then the children, you can provide for them in the will, or you can do the ladybird deeds, okay? Or you can deed it to them now. But it's subject to the life estate of his wife.
Gotcha.
Got it?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I think that's very relevant. Yeah, just completely speculating, but it does sound like that. It sounds like, perhaps he bought the house before he got remarried.
Right.
So perhaps she's not on title. But no, I thought that was a question that is very relevant. So that was good. A brief question, but a good question. So thank you to asking in Atlas.